The self-titled EP is out by the band Feel. That's what they're called, the band Feel. And as much as I'm into music and I try to be all over it, I'm really upset with myself not knowing of this band before now, because they kind of have the Rival Sons, Black Crowes, Zeppelin feel. And if you watch their live stuff on YouTube, so awesome. And I'm joined by the lead singer, Garrett Barcus. How's it going?
It's going all right. How are you?
Pretty good. So you guys are on tour now?
Yes, we're on tour with Dirty Honey. It's I think we got about 2 weeks left, so if anybody wants to see us, come on out. We also have headlining shows in between now and the LA shows, so we'll have those on our Instagram. But yeah, everything's going all right on tour thus far. Yeah.
You have a couple of gigs supporting ZZ Top too.
Yeah, that's after the tour. On November 14th, we're supporting ZZ Top. We're opening for them. Pretty crazy. We didn't know we had the gig until poster was posted online. So
you found out?
We're like, oh, ZZ Top.
How excited were you, though? Well, I guess you probably had a bit of a heads up, but for sure you found out with the poster.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, we knew we were working for it, but then once we found out, we were very surprised. We were very joyful about it. I mean, it's, two dudes in the suits, you know what I mean? I mean, it's pretty crazy just to be around them, let alone play with them. So we're pretty stoked for it. It's going to be something that's, coming full circle. We're checking something off the list.
And you just checked off the list releasing a full EP. So tell me about the process for you guys. And how did you guys get together?
So Tyler, our guitarist, and TJ, our drummer, have known each other and been in bands like on and off for the past 10 years. And then I joined the band about a year and a half ago in April, and we played our first gig together in September of last year. So we've been playing live for about a year. So everything has moved pretty rapidly, especially since February. I think we had on Instagram, I know the numbers were somewhere around like 4,000 followers on Instagram, and then it blew up. We don't know what wave we caught or what we did right or wrong. It's all about engagement, I guess, in the public eye. And it all came up to the numbers we have now, or just the people that care to listen to us, which is pretty baffling, especially coming from modest means and everything like that.
Well, you have nearly 40 million views now.
I didn't know that.
It's huge.
That's pretty crazy.
So this EP, though, there's notable credits, including Ann Wilson of Heart, Dolly Parton, Blake Shelton. How did that happen?
Yeah, so our producer, he works with them in close ties. So, Paul Moak is just a very, very amazing, very humble human being.
And that's at the Smokestack in Nashville?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's one of the coolest studios I've ever been in. By far. It's not to talk poorly of any other studios, because it's not. But it's not a cookies cutter studio. You don't walk in. It doesn't look like every other one. It's very personalized to Paul and how he likes to work, and it's a very unique experience, and we want to be around that place many more times in the future. Just him alone as a human being, Paul is very full of life, and we love to work with him. Just music or just eating over at the Baja Burrito down the street.
So you go into the studio, and how was the feel of recording this EP? Was there any really good stories to come out of it, or is there certain songs that were one take or anything like that?
Yeah, we did it all in a week, and I was sick on the first day, so I had to. Our manager recommended I go get a liquid IV, and on the third day I did that, and I had to immediately, pull out vocals from somewhere, and so I knocked out 3 lead vocals on the third day of recording, rather, and then the fourth day we finished the rest of the vocals. But one of the songs that were pretty cut and dry, it only took one take, really. It was Call It What You Will for vocals. And it was funny because we sung it so many times live, and I wrote the song as we were playing it live last year. And so when it came out to doing the vocals, I finished the first pass, and Paul goes, "Man, it sounds like you all sang this a lot live." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what we do. We're a band.
You were saying that you were sick for the first couple days in studio. How have you guys been going on tour and stuff, staying healthy? And do you have any tips and tricks, or are you guys rock and rolling it? And
anybody who listens that hears me, if anybody ever does aspire to sound like me, that's awesome. Thank you. But I do not sing in a proper way, so I have to be very careful on what I intake and what I do. So I will have a like a sinus rinse thing with me all time on tour. If any allergies or anything like cold pops up, I'll immediately start rinsing out my sinuses and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Keep your vitamins on you. I mean, yeah, if you're doing other instruments, it's not too. You can pretty much do what you like, but when you're a singer, you got to really take care of yourself, and that's something I especially learned from Mark Lobel from Dirty Honey. I mean, he's a health freak, and he takes care of himself really well. So I've tried to kind of model myself from what he does, and especially just sing and hearing him sing live. I mean, he's a bad motherfucker. He's super consistent. He's singing up there. He lives up there in the register. I mean, it's just, he's bad as fuck, and I aspire to be as consistent as him as a live singer one day. It'd be awesome.
How was your summer? Did you do a lot of festivals?
This is our first year coming into it. So, I mean, we're really hoping to hit some strides coming next year. But we were preparing for this tour, and among other things, mainly we did all our recording, I think about a month and a half, 2 months before we went on tour with Dirty Honey.
Oh,
in
really?
September. So, we did all our recording at the week of July.
So how has this life changed for you since you've been on tour? What's the feedback you're getting from the crowd?
They are all saying that we suck. No, it's pretty cool. I mean, when you're playing, with any band, it's the cardinal rule is never say who came out here for blah blah blah, because that doesn't matter. It's all about people coming out to support live music.
Right.
But we've had some people come out and say, "Hey, we came out to see you guys," which is pretty cool. I mean, It's not something we expect. We're the opener. That's our first tour. So, I mean, I guess it happens, to everyone at some point. But it's kind of a fulfilling thing for however long you do music. To hear someone say, we like you guys, we came out to see you guys. It's a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling in the heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, and it's awesome to hear you talking from like your first experiences, and I hope I get to talk to you again as you progress through this and come out with more music and are just touring like crazy. Because I mean, a year in 40 million views, you've gained over 250,000 followers just this year alone. That's pretty huge for just kicking it off, and this being the tour and the EP, our first out. You guys are awesome, and I can't wait to hear more from you.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to talk to you again some more.